Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm still processing a lot, as you can see by the title. I just watched Pretty Little Liars Original Sin episode 2. Just finished that bitch like 5 minutes ago, so there's still a lot of processing going on in here. If you have not watched it, go check it out and then come back to these, because spoiler alert, there's a lot of spoilers and I don't want to hear any complaints. So let's get into it. Y'all already know I got tons of notes, okay? 3 pages back to back, because there was a lot. Like I said, it's been giving a lot, but in a good way. Like, I don't know, it's really, really good. The dark shit, I will say, the darkness part does make it like a tad bit more interesting, which is cool, but y'all know I do not fucks with the horror movie, so definitely cannot watch this at night. I tried it today and I legit was like, it's a no for me. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing we got in the episode was a flashback to 6 months ago. So you already know, I like saw that and I was like, okay, is this the day that Imogen, like, you know, Greg? Because I've really been thinking Greg is her baby daddy, but that would be too obvious. So I'm starting to change my opinion. Obviously, now I've seen the entire second episode. I really don't think Greg is the baby daddy, but like for a while there, I definitely was skeptical. But anyway, so she's at a party, she's drunk, and it actually shows like the dynamic between her and the twins. So I thought that was cool. That was interesting. We actually see them like in their friendship, and like I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. But I feel like it's expected. It's always like in high school shows or in movies, the main girl was like best friends with the mean and popular girl, and then something happened and they're not friends anymore. So it was cool, but I was like, I expected it, whatever. Kind of how I felt in the first episode, but I kind of like the dynamic. So anyway, Shawty's drunk, whatever, and then it got real fucking weird because, so she was like, I'm gonna go get beer or something from Greg or whatever, and you know, Karen is like lottie fucking down, like she's drunk too, and so she finds Greg, and then all of a sudden, Greg is talking about some, yeah, you know who I wish Karen can be more like you. And not only was that weird, and Imogen is like, doing that nervous laugh, like, you know, but he started like approaching her and shit. Like he was getting mad close. I was like, why are you doing that? Why are you invading her space? And that's mad sus and mad weird for you to say to your girlfriend's best friend, but like, okay. But yeah, that was weird. I was like, I knew they kissed, but that scene, I was like, it's a no for me. So I saw that and I was like, okay, T. So that was pretty much what like I was thinking in the beginning. Then yeah, when he said that shit, I was over it. And then, of course, I was like, oh, shit, we know what's gonna go down. They gonna somehow kiss, and then somebody is gonna see them, and then Karen finds out, and Lottie fucking died. The friendship's over. It's done. It's a wrap. So that's what I was thinking. Then, so after that was a little flashback, and then we get the girls sitting in detention from the last episode, kind of plotting and scheming what they plan to do to Karen, because at this point they think Karen is the one doing the scheming. At the same time, it's definitely A is being annoying, but whatever. So they don't know anything at this point, so they still think it's Karen. And Imogen is telling them this story, then she tells them, oh wait, I have a video of Miss Karen and we should post it, or, you know, do whatever we want with it, and like it'll embarrass her. And they all on board. They like, yeah, give us the tea, la da la, da da da. And they like, is it a sex video? Which is initially what I thought. As soon as that woman said video, I was like, is it a sex video, for one? And two, how do you have it? My brain went there. And immediately, I forgot which character it was, but she said it too. And I was like, okay, I'm glad we're here, sis. Because I was like, you got this video? Okay, how you got that? But whatever. So they talking. And then Tabby comes up with this bright idea. Because obviously my girl is a movie fucking buff. She edits videos. Da-da-da. I was like, oh, she sounds so much like me. So she talking about how she can like edit it. How they're going to, you know, post it. And because at the theater that Tabby works at, they're showing the Jordan, you know, Pills films or whatever. And they're showing Us and Get Out. Ooh, that shit was crazy. Anyway, so they showing a double feature. And I guess that her plan was like, oh, do something weird when everybody goes see the movie. Da-da-da. We'll invite Karen, blah, blah, blah. And I start talking and scheming. Imogen, you see Imogen just kind of like, actually, maybe we shouldn't. And I was like, oh, my hair got stuck in that. I was like, it was your plan. But, okay. So at this point, I'm like, you're retreating. you're hesitating. Why? I don't know. But like, okay, I hope we get more of that. Like, we find out why you're doing that later down the line. But that was definitely something I noticed, because when other things were happening, she just was retreating a lot. And I was like, eh. So that's pretty much what happened after the flashback scene. And then, oh, another thing I noticed too. So they have a right to ask her this, because as her friend, I would ask her this too. Why is my eyebrow getting, like, it's getting annoying. Like, my hair's blocking it. Okay, I'm just going to move my hair over there, because I worked hard on these eyebrows. Like, don't play with me. So anyway, as they're talking, I forgot which one of the girls, it might have been Farron. She was like, wait a minute. Whose phone is it? Like, how do you have this? And Imogen is being so shady about it. And I'm like, girl, whose phone is this? How do you have the video? Now, I literally did not, for whatever reason, I didn't think it was Imogen, like, who filmed this. But I just kept thinking, like, why is she being so secretive? Like, one, you have to expect people to ask you about the phone or how you got the video, because you came up with this idea to put out this weird video regarding Karen. So you should expect girls to be like, how you got this, sis? Anyway, she's like, yeah, don't worry about it. And then next second later, she's like, actually, we're not going to do it. And I'm like, she being shady, but obviously there's a reason. So at this point, I'm like, the fact that these girls are giving Miss Karen so much credit and really think Miss Karen is this smart to pull up all these schemes, it's a lot for me. But, you know, whatever. So that was pretty much like the first 10 minutes. And then also too, because at this point, I was like, A is just really petty. Like, I mean, A was petty in the last one, but this A is, we talked about this before, this A is just different and serial killery vibes, and I'm not with it. So then, after they plot and scheme, you know, after all of that mess, A takes it upon themselves to send each girl a video of what Miss Karen supposedly did to them, being fucking petty and shady. And then the fucking tea, A shows the video of A doing A-ish things and killing a fucking mouse or a rat. I was like, I'm so over this, whatever. And Mouse is like really upset. Like, you could tell, I don't know if Mouse is just like, you know, like into animals, but Mouse, that you could tell it hurt Mouse a lot. Obviously, the other girls react the same way, but, like, I don't know. It just seemed a little different with Mouse. So I'm like, oh, my God, like, animal abusing, like, what the fuck? And still, at this point, these girls still think it's Karen. Whoop-de-fucking-do. But, yeah, A sent them all these videos, so then they all, like, okay, we're back on. Like, Imogen at this point is like, nah, fuck that. I said I wasn't gonna do it. Now I'm with the shits. So now they go back on their scheme, and they gonna show an embarrassing video of Karen at the little double feature, and yada yada yada. And you know A probably gonna be there, cause A always there, but you know, whatever. So also too, I noticed Karen gives me Allison vibes. For the OG Pretty Little Liars fans, I know I said this before, I think when I watched the trailer, it's not just because she's blonde and has blue eyes. I think maybe it's just like the mean girl shit and like her being popular and the whole thing of like, you're a regular girl and then you're friends with a mean girl and then something happened and da-da-da and what-da-da-da and blah-blah-blah. And then also too, she reminds me of Allison because, like I said before, they had that whole twin thing in the books and they didn't have the twin theory with Allison and her book twin Courtney in the show. So I'm like, is that why you're deciding to give us Kelly and Karen to kind of pay like tribute to that storyline? I don't know. She just reminds me of her. Like, I don't know if it's the way she talks and the way she is. She doesn't seem as mean as Allie. Like, maybe not as vindictive. Some similar qualities though, but not as mean as Allie. And Allie's mean was funny. I'm sorry. Some of the shit that girl was saying was funny. This, she had a whole character development and her meanness went away and she's supposed to be a better person and yada yada yada, which is fine, but like, I definitely found myself missing mean Allie because like, she was funny. Anyway, so that's pretty much what happened. Then we move on to the shade in the movie theater. Okay, so at this point, A is there because whatever. So A is watching the girls. Yeah, as usual. So they sit in the movie theater, and Miss Karen is with her twin and her friend and all the little liars, you know, they with each other. And it start off with Miss Karen, you know, like a little commercial, like a what's that shit called? Why did I say pan something? A campaign commercial. Yeah. So it starts off with that, and it's kind of like vote for Karen for, you know, prom queen or whatever. And of course, Miss Karen is like, she looked confused, like, the fuck is this? But at the same time, she looked happy, like, oh my God, someone actually wasted their time and energy to make this for me. So she's like confused, but she's like, oh, like, cute, bro. Tell me why. It goes from that, and then 2 seconds later, it's Miss Karen, drunk as hell, at that same party that we got a flashback of in the beginning of the episode, talking crap about Greg's. You know, this woman, bro, this woman called it a pencil. When I tell you, I spit out my wine, she said, yeah, like, it's... Yo, I'm sorry. Wait, yo, I literally wrote in my notes, not the pencil. So, like, also, too, at this point, I was like, who is the guy recording Karen? We find that out, obviously, eventually. But, yeah, Miss Karen is talking shit, okay, on her boyfriend. And then she's like, oh, like, Imogen's a slut and da-da-da-da, like, whatever. So she's... Sorry, the pencil thing had me going. I did not expect to hear that, but it was funny as hell. So she pretty much just like saying like he's bad at sex and like it's small and da-da-da. And then she started flirting with the guy that's recording her, talking about something, you want to see my body? Like, I was like, girl, no, we don't. Like, what do you, whatever. Anyway, and the dude like, yeah, like, she's drunk. Like, go sit down. Like, get her some food. Get her water. Whatever. Anyway, so that happened. Then, sorry, the pencil thing had me going. So at this point, we see Imogen again had another change of heart. Now she like going up to her friends like, was that okay? Like, oh my God. And at this point, I'm like, okay, why does she keep hesitating when she schemes and do fuck shit? Like something, there has to be a reason for like why she does that consistently. So I'm like, okay, finally we get a little flashback and it's explaining things, whatever. So her mom is, you know, talking to her, and her mom pretty much is like, she straight up told Imogen, I don't like Karen. I was like, oh, not her coming for Karen's neck. And also, too, I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, but I was always told parents are usually one of the first people that are able to tell or like sense like stuff about your friends, like if they're going to be a good friend or a bad friend or et cetera, et cetera. So the fact that she was like, Karen's a bully, Karen's a mean girl, I'm not with it, I don't want you to be like that. And yeah, also she said something too that I hear often, pretty much who you hang around or who you're friends with is that's how you are, or that's how people see you, that's how people perceive you. Even if that's not the case, that's just what it is. It is a very fucked up kind of situation when things happen that way or people see you in that light instead of getting to know you or whatever the case is. But what she said is true. Like, who you hang around, the company that you keep, people gonna start to think you like them. Like, and that's just how it is. Karen's a bully. People gonna think, oh, you rock with that? You're the same shit. So her mom's pretty much telling her, like, I don't want you to be like that. And don't really want you hanging with Karen. But, yeah, I know how she is. I see through her shit. And it's disgusting. So her mom pretty much tells her that. And then, hold up, wait, let me get my little notes. Because it was already getting juicy. But, like, now we get into, like, 20 minutes in and shit start happening. And, yeah, I got a little scared. So, yeah, so that happened. And then as she's talking, I start to think, right? I was like, okay, I started to think a couple things. One, is Imogen's mom saying this because she was a bully in high school and she feel guilty for whatever happened to that girl? I really hope we find out about that girl something within, like, I don't know, maybe the last episode. I feel like they're going to be like, oh, this is what happened. This is the tea. This is the story and whatever. But I was like, is Imogen's mom, like, really trying to drill in her daughter's head not to be a bully because she feel guilty because she was a bully back in the day? Because that's what I was thinking. So keep that in mind because I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't know. That's just what it feels like. Also, keep in mind, Imogen does not know that her mom was the mean girl in high school. She think her mom was a good person and da-da-da, which, like, that doesn't take away from Imogen's mom. Like, obviously, people can change. Imogen's mom, as she got older, could be a better person. You know, she could regret what she did in high school, et cetera, which it kind of seems like she does regret it, especially if she's trying to teach her daughter to be a better person, and but Imogen has no idea about her mother's tea. So I was like, oh, I hope you find out, because I wanted to see her reaction to like, well, my mom was a mean girl, but she was drilling in me so hard. You got to be a good person, and you can't be a bully, and da-da-da. So that's just what I think. Again, I hope that specific thing comes up. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I was like, okay, Imogen, I see why you hesitating. Obviously, you want to, make your mom proud. You don't want to let her down. And now your mom is deceased. It's, it makes it harder. It's like, you like, I want to live up to that. It was already, obviously, when she was alive, you were like, oh my God, okay, mom, yeah. But now your mom is gone. It's like, it makes you think more. You're like, yo, I really don't want to disappoint her. So now I understand like why she hesitating so much on scheming and plotting. But at the same time, I'm like, just because you do certain things doesn't mean you're a bad person. Like, good people make stupid mistakes all the time. But yeah, so that was pretty much that. And I just thought that was interesting. I wrote a lot of that down. So yeah, I was like, maybe that's why she was hesitant, whatever. So then we get to a part where Imogen meeting up with Karen in the cemetery. And first of all, why always gotta be a cemetery? I'm just saying. I know it was late at night, like Karen texted her, but like, then she talking about, and I think the next day Tabby even said like, why the cemetery? And then Imogen was like, because that's our place. Why? Why is it always in shows and movies your secret hangout is the forest or the woods or the cemetery? It is dark as fuck. Like, I thought when I was a teenager, my place was, I don't know, like a normal hangout spot. It could be a skate park, movie theater, somebody's house, somebody's backyard when it's daylight, not a cemetery where spirits could be lurking. And it's at night. It probably was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Whatever. Anyway, so they talking. And at this point, Imogen's like, nah, I'm gonna apologize to her because, like, I can't let my mom down. Da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, Imogen, do what you gotta do. Whatever. So Imogen go up to, the cemetery. And she talking to Karen. And Karen's pretty much is like, because they texted beforehand. And Karen, they're talking about how, it was Imogen who showed the video. And da-da-da. And then Imogen gives us some more tea and tells Karen, you don't even realize that I was there, because Karen was so freaking wasted. So Imogen barges in while this guy is taking a literal video of Karen, like, with her top down like this. And Karen's giggling, but I hate it. And it got my body. Like, no. And then the guy is revealed to be, I don't know, this guy named Tyler. I don't know who the fuck he is. Like, I think he a friend of Greg. I don't know. And Miss Karen's like, oh my God, he's so much hotter than Greg. Like, no. And then Imogen's like, dude, like, you're drunk. Like, and you're taking advantage of her. Like, she's showing her boobs and stuff on camera. You recording. Like, what's wrong with you? So Karen is like, I hate you. Like, da-da-da. She like, yeah, you gonna hate me, but like, you need to stop. So Imogen gets her out of there. And that's how the scene ends. And I'm like, oh, so you got her out of there. So you saw her recording this shit, and it was whoever the fuck Tyler is, it was his phone. So Imogen took his phone. So that's who his phone belonged to when she hesitated in the beginning of the show. It was Tyler's. Whoever the fuck that is. I don't know who he is. He's irrelevant at this point because he's not a character on the show. And maybe he'll be relevant like later or something, but I don't really know who he is. I'm just going to assume he's a friend of Greg's or just somebody they go to high school with, and yeah, I don't know. So Karen's like, because obviously Karen didn't know. And then Karen is pretty much like, they start arguing. And Karen like, bro, you're not a good person. Like, bro, you kept that video for the longest time because you knew one day that you was going to use that video. Like, that doesn't make you a good person. Stop yapping and like, leave me the fuck alone. And she just starts snapping at Imogen. And not for nothing, but I would have smacked the shit out of Karen. Who the fuck you talking to? Just the way she was yelling at her. And also, too, we're in the cemetery. Why are y'all there? Whatever. Imogen leaves. Tell me why fuck ass A is there. The balls and the galls on this person, I literally makes me want to puke the fuck up blood. Like, it's just lurking. And for what? Whatever. So that's pretty much what happens. And at this point, I'm over it. Like, whatever. I can't. I hope you get a life. Next scene. So then we get to the next day or whatever. Kelly But at this point, I think it's Karen because she's posing as Karen. And I was like, okay, like, this is weird. She goes to the principal's office talking about she did everything that, like, the A did. And I'm like, what? Like, she talking to the principal like, I did this and I did this and I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what do you have up your sleeve? Why are you admitting to shit that you didn't do it? You're a mean girl. Mean girls never admit to shit. So why are you in the office? I'm like, God, I'm so sorry. And I did this and I did this and I'm so sorry. And you know what? Imogen really does deserve to be Spirit Queen. So I'm like, first thing I'm thinking, is this bitch gonna pull a Carrie? And what do we fucking know? Her and her twin are plotting and scheming to pull a motherfucking Carrie. Can we be original? Why every time somebody go to a dance and they, you know, and it's the mean girls involved, they gotta do dumb shit like the situation with Carrie? Don't you know how that movie, you know? Don't you know what Carrie do in that movie? Whatever. Anyway, so that's they plotting and scheme or whatever. So they like, yeah, we gonna do this Carrie style because blah, blah. And I'm like, that was whack as fuck, but whatever. So now Imogen go to the principal's office because the principal was like, so it looks like Miss Karen dropped out of the race and now you're Spirit Queen because, like, it was only Imogen and Karen running against each other. So now Imogen won by default. So now she, like, stressed. Like, sis is like, like, because the principal said something like, oh, like mother, like daughter, I would say. And I was like, oh, fuck, why you had to say that, bro? Like, that hit Shorty in a fill. She was like, Iggy. So then she go to the bathroom with her friends and she's like, I'm nothing like my mom. Like, my mom would have never kept that video. And at this point, like I said earlier, Imogen, you don't know that your mom was a mean girl. I mean, I get what she's saying, but at the same time, like, bro, like, don't be so hard on yourself. You can be a good person. People make mistakes. And not for nothing, but Miss Karen had it coming. I'm sorry, but, like, that's just what it is. And, I mean, speaking of had it coming, let's skip over to the dance part because that's where the real tea came in. We're gonna go to the scene where they were getting ready for the dance because I actually really like that scene for multiple reasons. So I have that in my notes. We're gonna turn now. Okay, so yeah. So let's see. Okay. One thing I will say, and I said in my notes, I like the fact that Imogen is making history. She's going to be the first Prego Spirit Queen. I was with it from when I saw in the trailer. I was like, okay, cool. That's going to be lit. I just thought that was a cool idea. And what do you know? She's Spirit Queen. Bam. And she pregnant. Bye. Buddha bing. So that happened. And then, wait, what the fuck? This next character I'm about to talk about, bro. He is so beyond creepy. Like, even his eyes, bro. Okay, so that happens. And then it goes to the next scene where Noah is, you know, talking to whatever the fuck his name is. And if y'all know movies, and y'all ever seen 50 Shades Darker, this the man that played old boy in 50 Shades Darker, the creepy boss dude, whatever. I'm like, this the second thing I see you on, bro, and you playing somebody creepy. Typecast? Question mark? I don't know. Ew. Anyway, he's talking to Noah, and he like, you know what you good at? You good at keeping your mouth shut. And she like, bro, I'm not gonna tell anybody that you had a kid doing the do to you. Like, relax. I'm just here to do my time. Cause like, I'm 16 and I have an ankle monitor on. Like, I'm just here to do my time. No one has time for your fuckery. So whatever. So then, you know, she want to go to the dance and she can't, obviously, because her ankle monitor. And her boyfriend, he is so sweet and so gorgeous. Like, he really does not care. He's like, babe, like, it's fine. And I'm like, oh my God, like, how are you okay with this? Like, he's so calm and chill about it. So, yeah. And she like, I need a favor. Pretty much like, I mean, if you don't want me to say nothing, take this ankle monitor off for a day, for a night, so I can go to the dance. And that's exactly what this man does. I was like, okay. Go ahead, Miss Noah. She get in the car. She tell her boyfriend. He like, how'd you do that? She like, I just asked. And I was like, okay. Let him know. We're here because I know your stuff, but you're going to do things for me. Can you take this shit off for me for a day? A night. Thank you. Bye. It was so easy. Like, she asked and he let her. I was like, I wonder if this is gonna come into play again. Like, she needs some and she gonna ask him and he gonna be like, yeah, because she holding some over his head. Which I kind of hope it does because, yeah. Anyway, so that happened. And let me see. Okay, so the next scene now is they're getting ready. And I thought this was so cool because when they're getting close to the fucking music that they're playing during a little dress montage is bopping. And it reminded me of the Homecoming episode on the original Pretty Little Liars. I don't know why. It was giving very much nostalgic vibes. I was excited about it because that was like one of my favorite episodes in season 1. So they getting ready, doing a cute little montage, whatever. They're getting Imogen ready, you know, trying to get her excited for the dance, whatever. I think their plan at this point is to go to the dance and apologize to Karen because they don't know at this point that Karen and Miss Kelly is plotting against their asses and doing dumb shit with Carrie in red paint and da-da-da. Like, be original, whatever. So that's what happened there. Oh my God, I'm on the 3rd page. Am I on the 3rd page? Yeah, okay. So this page right here is where it gets crazy. And this part of the episode is where it's about to be like, whoa now. Because when I tell you, the next 10 minutes, bruh, I was like, the galls and balls of A. I can't. Anyway, so yeah. So, and I wanted to put this little tidbit in because this is cute. So they're getting ready. And Miss Tabby, of course, you know, gotta mention movies. She was like, what's everybody's, you know, like, favorite dance movie? And tell me why. I was thinking of Step Up. In my mind, I was like, Step Up? That was the first movie that came in. I was like, the Step Up franchise? Like, Moose killed it. Okay, Moose carried that, okay? Of course, the first one, Channing Tatum, yes, killed it. Jenna, killed it. But the second, the third, who carried the movies, bro? Especially the second and third, Moose. Period. That's it. So that was my favorite dance movie growing up. Obviously there were others, but it was crazy how Noah said the Step Up franchise. I was like, yes, that's me. So I don't know. I just thought that was cool. They put that in there and I thought that was cool. And like I said in my notes, the song during this montage was kind of cute. I don't know who sings it, but it was kind of cute. So yeah, so after that, it shows them walking to the dance and they made an entrance. And the way they was walking, like, the way the camera kind of shot them, I liked. I don't know what kind of shot that was, but that specific shot was giving. I don't know why, but it was nice to see. Okay, so my light just went out. Okay, I'm just gonna... That's whack. Anyway, so as I was saying before I was interrupted, Imogen finds Karen, who's really Kelly, and then she figures it out. And Kelly, like, makes a dumb joke about, like, oh, you can't tell, you know, by now, like, who it is. And Imogen's like, yeah, sorry, whatever. Where's Karen? And she's like, oh, she's somewhere around here. Meanwhile, this hoe is on a little balcony or whatever, you know, doing the whole red paint shit. And I'm like, oh, like, come on. Whatever at this point. I don't even care. Then, you know... Now, this is where I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely was like, oh, my God. They're not gonna die because, like, she's like one of the main characters. She can't die episode 2, but like, it's something gonna happen. So at this point, wait a minute, what? Okay, so Noah is like skipping down the hallway with her boyfriend. I forgot her boyfriend's name. I think it's John. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. They are going into a dark classroom, bro. You know what happened in movies and scary movies where couples go to woods. Go to a dark place. You know what happened. So at this point, I'm like, A probably gonna follow them and probably gonna do some dumb stuff in that classroom. Surprisingly, A did not. I was so shocked. Then they start having sex on a desk. I was like, 3 words: sexy, scared, and germs. Like, hello? Do we not care? Okay, I guess whatever. Anyway, I was just happy that nothing happened to them because I was like, yo, like, first of all, they're a gorgeous couple and she the main girl. Can we not kill her in the first episode or the second episode? Or like, can we not do anything to her? Because, I mean, second episode, she the main girl, and for what, A? Stop doing dumb shit. But whatever. So, yeah, that's what happened. I definitely was nervous for a little bit, but we're good to go. Nothing happened. They had sex, and then they made it back to the dance, and that was pretty much that. So, yeah. I was like, okay. Also, I did want to mention, too, I love Mouse's nickname. I thought it was so cool how her name is Minnie, but her parents called her Mouse. And I kind of like the chemistry between her and Ash. I hope it goes somewhere, because I feel like it might. And I want to see the writers and producers explore where it's going to go. I want it to go, like, up there, like, levels. Just how we had iconic couples in the original Pretty Little Liars. I'm talking about Toby and Spencer, Caleb and Hannah, you know, Maya and Emily, even, you know, Emily and Allison, and obviously Aria and Ezra. Weird as hell, I know, because the whole teacher thing. But a lot of the relationships on Pretty Little Liars were iconic. So I hope we kind of get the same dynamic as we go along. But I'm definitely feeling Ash and Mouse. Don't know where that's going to go. Hope it does. But that's pretty much happening with that at the dance. Then, yeah, let me turn the page. So they get back to the dance, right? And Tabby see Imogen standing by the wall like a little wallflower. And of course Tabby mentions perks of being a wallflower. They start dancing. Then they announce who homecoming queen is. Obviously it's Imogen. Imogen go up there. And at this point you could tell the energy is different because now this whole scene is in slow motion. Whew. Imogen get crowned. Karen up there doing her fuckery. Bro, all her friends are like warning her, like, and it's in slow motion. And it's like, Imogen, like, do you not hear them? Like, hello? They're like, Imogen looks up, bro, and A is fighting Karen, bro. They like this, tussling. I was like, oh my God. Yo, literally, oh my God. Oh my, bro. I said, oh, we know how this shit gonna end. And what happened? He said, boop, bitch falls, and everybody run out that bitch. When I tell you, I was like, interesting how A pushes Karen off that little balcony thingy. And it kind of reminds me how the girl died in the beginning of the flashback in the first episode. But she jumped. Or so we think. But yeah, A, they tussling, bustling. A was like, nope. And that was it. And literally, Imogen just seeing her blood. And everybody is flocked. Like, they running. And then all of a sudden, instead of running, the girls get a text from this dumb fucker. Talking about, yeah, 1 bully down to go, 5 to go, or 1 bully down, 5 to go. If you tell somebody about me, you're next. I'm sorry, what? Now, at this point, I'm confused because, like, okay, hey, how you gonna be saying something about bullies and you a bully? Like, you did all this shit, which is bullying and tormenting. Then made these girls think it was Miss Karen. Then made these girls do something to Karen, and then Imogen feels guilty because she don't want to be a bully, and then you kill the bully, and then now you talk about their bullies and 5 to go. Like, whose side are you on? Your side, theirs, Karen's. Which one? You a whole bully too, bro. I mean, more than that, obviously. But yo, I'm sorry. When I don't even know what to say. When I'm telling you, when I saw A tussling, no, honestly, I knew something was going to happen when Karen is like, she had a creepy ass smile. And you are like, literally, as the audience is like, as we're watching her, Imogen and everybody is like watching her, like they're looking up. And Karen's like this with her red paint. And all of a sudden you see A just come in there. And Imogen is looking as Karen is about to pour the shit, and she's watching A walk behind Karen, and I guess Karen obviously realized, like, what the fuck is Imogen looking at? And Karen get up, and A like this, like they're tussling, and A went boop, dropped her off like it was a freaking feather, like it was easy. I was like, wow. So you kill Karen. Why? I'm just confused. Why did you kill Karen? You talk about bullies, and like I said, you're a bully yourself. But you did all this fuck shit, making them think it was Karen. Then Karen admitted because she wanted to do dumb shit that wasn't even original, and then you kill Karen. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Literally what I just said with my nails. If you can understand that, then we're here. Because I'm very confused. What does that mean? Literally, like, hey, whose side are you on? Oh, I didn't even mention the best part. After A do the dumb shit, A is just lurking around outside while high schoolers are running out of their gym. And this guy, I don't know who this guy is. He sees A, he like, bro, like, what the fuck are you supposed to be? Because obviously A is dressed up in a dumb mass murderer, serial killer type bullshit. And A just go like this, like, bro, you better not even try. Like, he give me that look like, bro, you better walk the fuck away. You gonna be fucking next. I was like, A, now you just lurking outside for people to see? Bro. The balls this person has. I have to keep watching. I have to keep watching. I have to. Like, I have to. I need to know things. Why'd you kill Karen? What does this 1999 dance got to do with these girls other than the fact that their moms are friends? Like, what happened to the girl? Why was Image's mom so mean to the girl? And why was she coming into the dance crying and shit? And hey, who are you? And are you related to that girl? Or are you trying to get revenge? Like, there's so many questions. But that was lit as fuck. Oh my god. I did not expect it. I'm telling y'all, my face was like, what damn? Did A really just kill Karen though? Bro. He said, you're done, bro. No offense, Karen, no offense, you know. I didn't want her to die. I wanted something, like, more shit to happen with her character, and, you know, because, like, it was interesting to see, but I didn't expect Shawty to go out in the second episode. Like, damn, what her twin gonna do? Like, damn, Kelly, like, damn. They plan really backfired, though, like, for real. Damn. I mean, maybe if you would have just been more original and not on, like, a balcony about to pour paint, I'm just saying. And you know what's crazy? It definitely showed A at one point, like, once Noah and, like, her boyfriend, I think, were having sex or, like, done having sex. It showed A going into, like, a room, but I didn't know that A was entering the fucking balcony that was, like, in the gym. I didn't know where A was going, but it showed A going somewhere, so that's where A was going, waiting for fuck-ass Karen. But how did you know that Karen had plans to do the Carrie bullshit? A is just everywhere at this point. But how did you know? At least in the original Pretty Little Liars, A knew everything because it showed A's layer. A had cameras, A had computers, A had passwords, A had bank accounts, A had photos, A had pieces of clothing, A had test scores, A had college applications, A had a lot of things. Okay? A was crafty. But we don't see, like, that specific thing in this type of environment. We don't see A's layer. Yeah, we got, like, a glimpse of where A killed that rat and then killed the janitor. But it wasn't, like, an official, like, layer that we kind of see in the beginning, like, of, like, the Pretty Little Liars Original Sin, like, theme song where A is, like, stabbing pictures. That's more so a layer. Like, pictures of the girls and all their information and cameras set up outside their house and maybe some weird sneaky cameras in their house and et cetera, et cetera. So I was like, how did you know that Karen was going to be doing some Carrie? I don't know. I just have questions at this point. I don't even know. But that shit was good as fuck. Okay, I will be watching the third episode. If y'all have not checked it out, please go watch it. It is so good. Comment down below what y'all think. Were y'all just surprised as I was that Catherine was like, she's done? Because I was shocked, and I'm still shocked. Like, I'm still processing. Okay, let me know what y'all think. Like I said, if y'all have not watched it, please go check out the show and then come back, because Spoiler alert, lots of spoilers in this bitch, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but yeah, that episode was good. I'm definitely excited to watch episode 3. I might watch it on Sunday after I come home from work in the afternoon, and then I'll probably take some notes like I usually do and film a video, or maybe I'll surprise you guys and just watch it with you guys on the screen. We'll see, but I will see you later.